The world looks mighty good to me. Hey, 'cause Tootsie Rolls are all I see. Hey, everybody. I'm Jason Oliveira. This is the Road to 40, in case you didn't know. Um, Sorry I wasn't here last night. I had friends over. We were up very late preparing to play the Dungeons and the Dragons. However, Alex, our dungeon master, brought over packets for all of us, which was really cool. A little bit of the history of his world and like limitations and what. It was just kind of neat in a map and stuff. So we all kind of developed backstories for our characters last night, and I'm really excited to. If you've never played D&D and you look at it as some weird and crazy game, it kind of is, but it's not like. There's not. It's all acting. It's all fun. It's just play. So many people see it as just this like evil thing, or just weird shit because it's so there's so much speculation. If you've never played, you should just play. Anywho, I had this really cool idea, so I'm really looking forward to playing this character because he's unique. And I can tell you about him. I mean, his name is Rivvin Iblith, which is Drow for human shit. He was enslaved to them as a child, around 7 years old. He was with his parents near the swamp of Thanos, if I am not mistaken. And his parents and brother were killed, and they took him as a slave, and he was with the Drow as a slave and a human pincushion, basically, for 25 years. And so now he's just escaped about a year. He's been on the surface again. And so a lot of things changed about him. I know this is nerdy, but hey, whatever. His eyes adjusted, and things happened to him to cause him to be able to see like a drow does. His hair turned white. He's unique. He's just different. And so he escapes, and he knows nothing of his past. He only knows the last like 23 years of his life because something happens to him in the pens where he. Well, I'll tell you all about it later. You don't want to hear me ramble on and on. So yeah, he's a rogue. It's just kind of neat, different. I always like playing the typical hero. I really do. I like playing a hero character. As you know, I've probably said it before. But this one's a little twisted. His mind's all messed up, and so it could be interesting. I mowed the lawn today, which I let it get way out of control. Like, I never like it to get too high to the point where I have to adjust the wheels higher on it so that it won't keep stalling out. So I had to do that today, though. Oh my god, in some areas it was so bad. Like, I'm just glad I didn't see any snakes or anything like that. But I did see an orb weaver, which is one of the most beautiful spiders. If you don't know what they are, you should look them up. And this is the biggest one I've ever seen. I mean, it had to have been the body, just the body, like as big as my thumb. Enormous, huge spider. Really cool though. Looking, they're yellow and white and black, and they're not poisonous. I don't think. I think we've only got the two in this area: the brown recluse and the black widow, which I've seen plenty of black widows. Brown recluse are a little harder to tell. And so anything that looks like one, I kill. That's the only spider that I kill in my house. Even if I found a black widow, which I never have, I would take it outside and just put it in the woods. Because spiders are good, man. They eat all the other bugs. Like, just because he wandered in, it's not really his fault. However, if it's something like I could lose an arm to, I'm going to kill it. I think that's fair. I have a little bit of a deep subject matter I want to talk a little bit about tonight. As you guys know from the last 160 some odd episodes, I have a very interesting take on religion and what's real and what's not real. And I started thinking about all the things that I don't like about certain religions or of every religion in general. And I kind of lumped it all together, and I was just thinking, like, should the church evolve to meet the general consensus? I don't know. See, it's a two-sided coin, because on one hand, I think that would make the world a better place. But on the other hand, if it's something you really believe in the way it is, then changing things has got to be hard too. Damn, that bump has gotten bigger and more solid. Oh, that was disgusting. It just like popped inside my skin. Ew. So I started asking myself these questions like, should Christianity change to be more in line with the teachings of Christ? Like, but to today's standards, like, it's so easy to take apart, for good or bad, a book like that and interpret things how you see fit. Like, but over time, like, we discover new things about teachings and stuff like that. And I'm not just talking about, Christianity. I'm just talking about religion or philosophy in general. And it makes us look at what we've always known and question it. Like, you talk about, like, the world being flat. At one point, we thought the world was flat until we sailed around it. There's all these scenarios and situations where we prove ourselves wrong time and again through history. And science and history, I think, evolve with the times. However, religion is too stubborn to do that. But I don't know if that's the right word either, because I see it almost as stubborn, but I could also see it as being true to your faith and what you believe in. Now, I don't have the right to tell you to not believe in religion. At this point, I don't know what I do. I still don't know what I believe in. I'm probably agnostic at the moment. I just don't care. But that being said, do I think the world would be at a better place without religion? No, I don't think so. That diversity, when it's not harmful, is a good thing, I think. Because if we were all the same and all believed the same thing, well, I mean, maybe that wouldn't be such a bad thing. Maybe there'd be no more war, but to get everybody on board on the same thing is impossible. It'll never happen. However, will religion fade away and die entirely? If it turns out to be fake, then yes, I believe it will. I believe we will come to a point in history, like, whether it's 10 years from now or 1,000 years, that'd be 1,000, right? Yeah, 1,000 years from now, I think eventually it will, like, prove itself right or wrong. And at that point, if it is proven wrong, then I think most people will just come on board and be like, okay, it's been like 10 million years, nobody's coming back. Or, you know what I mean? Or he'll come back and take his people. I'm just talking about Christianity in that one. But generally, I don't feel like if you believe in something, it's hard to not want to believe in it. You know what I mean? Because if something moves you so wholeheartedly to build a lifestyle around it, I don't know, then you're pretty ingrained, and you probably shouldn't go back on, because I mean, I'm no different for what I believe in, but I'm also open-minded, and I like to learn new things and see how the world has changed over the last 65 million years or whatever, bajillion, quadrillion years. It's all a bunch of big, long numbers. I could do nothing with my hair after the shower today, if you can tell. If you care. I think I needed my hair cut a little bit shorter than it did, because even when I put like crap in it now, it's like almost already too long to do what I want to do with it, or it's too short, one way or the other. Oh, this part is really extreme. It's almost too much, I think. I don't know. That's the Conan O'Brien, I think, right there. He's a funny guy. I like that Conan. Right, Doctor? He says he's not talking to you guys right now. I don't know why. I wouldn't tell him that. He says he's sorry. Getting a little nuts. Hey, I want to welcome my friend, Mike Coelho, to the Road to 40. Thanks for joining the road, my friend. I hope you're liking these. We haven't seen each other in so many years that here's a little bit of me. What you doing now? Huh? It's fun. It's really, really fun. But that's my take on, should religion evolve? I'd like to see it, but should it? I don't know. Will it eventually fade away? Um, Inevitably, yes. One way or another, it'll fade away. I think. But who knows? I'm just a dirty hippie with short hair. So weird. Anywho, that's just I don't know why that really jumped. Oh, you know what it was? It was a quote that the Dalai Lama said. If science proves this was my point. I had to text myself. If science proves something about Buddhism is wrong, then their philosophy will change. That's where it all came about. And that's where you see differing things. Like, they're able to accept that science can disprove something that they believe in. And if it can, then they will change the way they feel about that situation or subject matter. But as of now, they're just doing their thing. That's cool. That's cool, man. But would Christianity ever do that? Oh, goodness, no. I don't know. See, with Christianity, like, that and probably, like, those of, like, the Islamic faith, those two religions probably are the most adamant about this way or the highway. You know what I mean? Judaism is not like that. Buddhism, Zen, Buddha, Buddha, Zen, Zen, Buddha, Buddha, Zen. So, shit, I lost my train of thought there. So when you say something, when the Dalai Lama says, you know, if you can prove something wrong, then we'll change. Like, I don't believe Christianity would ever say that. And if they did say that, they would just deny the literal facts placed in front of them. You can hear, I'm a little, some of that anger is still in there. I'm letting it go. Talking about it makes it a little bit better. We had practice today. I think we might have a show at Randolph College for Wormstock. We got invited last year and it got canceled or something. I can't remember what it was. So the gentleman that used to play in our band, Chris Cohen, is the one that sets it up every year. So he gave us a call and we were like, yeah, why not? It's a paying gig, so I'll pretty much play anywhere if it's a paying gig. I'll play anywhere anyway. I'll play a nursery. I'll play a pet shop. I want to play. I'm going to, actually from this day forth, I'm only going to appear in pet shops. I won't play anywhere else. No, that's not true. I'll play wherever. All right, listen, you guys have a great night. Thank you for coming back, and I'm sorry I don't have a Dynamite episode after not being here last night. I don't know. My mind's been scatterbrained lately, so hopefully I can rest a little bit soon. It's just constant. It's now that Grayson's back to homeschool. I'm homeschooling him, plus trying to do all these drawings for Brad. And I got income and stuff, but inking comes later. But it just means that I don't have time to sometimes to just sit there and think about, I want to talk about this tonight. Those are usually my best nights, I feel. Like, the best stories I can tell are the ones that, like, I just feel 100% confident coming in. I don't know. I shouldn't bash myself either. I'm having fun. That's for the kids and for you guys and stuff. So if you're still loving them like I'm loving making them, then subscribe or pass them along to anyone who you might know who would enjoy watching the Road to 40. We're nearing the halfway point, so I'd like to do something special that night. I talked to Nick and Chris about doing a 3-way Road to 40, so maybe we'll do that then. Maybe I'll get some other guys. I've got, actually, Tuesday night I have a few people coming over. Tomorrow I got somebody coming over I got to work on a poster for. Then the following night I'm writing with 2 of my friends that I've been writing on and off with, but we just don't have time, like, especially with all these other projects. And I think I'm going to be working with my friend Greg Autry on a project as well, which sounds really interesting. Actually, I like it a lot, but I'm just, like, torn in so many directions right now. It hurts. don't forget to make somebody smile tomorrow. Make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today, tomorrow. And let's make the world spin a little bit happier together. As always, I am Monsieur Jason Oliveira. This is The Road to 40, and I'll see you a little bit further on down the road, my friends. Take care.